I'm getting my setup in place here in my family room with my bike. And then I've got this monitor that I put up, and then I've got my laptop. This is to ride Zwift um, group rides and races and that. So now that I got my bike working like it's supposed to, and I've got the Cyclops trainer in the back here, now I can get it ready to ride. So as soon as I do that, I'll show you how it works. But right now I'm building a platform here to put my keyboard and mouse, and then a tablet for what they call a companion app, Zwift companion app. So I'll show you that in just a second. Here's a table I'm building to put my keyboard and mouse on. I had some old wood laying around that I put together and created this stand here. And the keyboard and mouse will sit right on top here. And I'm going to glue this piece right here on the edge so that the keyboard and mouse can't fall off. And then I'm going to cover it with this, cover the whole thing with this black, I don't know what you'd call it, material, and so that the mouse can sit on it properly, and everything sits nicely on top of this little stand. So right now I'm going to glue that piece on. I've got another small piece here that goes with it. So this goes up on this end, and then it gets covered with the material. So I'll show you how that goes. What I'm going to use to cement it down is this liquid nails. It says paneling, wood and foam molding. So we'll see what it does, how it cements this down, and also that material. I was going to use like 3M spray cement. Maybe I should still use that. I've got this. Maybe this will work better. Weldwood contact cement, uses decorative laminates, veneer, foam, cloth, metal, leather, wood, particle board. This will probably work better. I'm going to use this instead of the liquid nails. So what the instructions tell me to do is to stir it up well, which I've done. And then what you do is you apply this to both surfaces, and apply it to both surfaces and let it sit 15 to 20 minutes. So the surface that I want to do is right along this edge right here. So I'm just going to put this down here like this. I don't want it on too thick, but so we're going to get it down there real nice and got. I don't care about that too much because I'm going to be putting doing the whole thing when I get done here. So let's see how this works. All right, that should be enough on this side. Okay. All right, now I'll do this side. Okay, yeah, it's going to be a little hard because I got to hold one side down. There we go. Get it on there good. All right, I'm going to put this phone down. All right, so that's sitting there. It is now 10:13, so I'm going to give it about 20 minutes. So let's see, 10:33. So I'll set my alarm for 20 minutes and then come back and put it down. All right, it's been 20 minutes. All you do is carefully lay this down because it's going to stick. And right along the edge. Right along the edge. Okay. And that's it. And then put the other one on. That's okay. Right along the edge. Perfect. Okay. So, oh my gosh, it's stuck. It is stuck. I got a little bit extra here. And I am going to use my blade on. Get that off. Perfect. Now the next step is to lay this over the top. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just contact cement this down. And then I'm going to wrap it over the edge like this. Cut that a little bit. Wrap it underneath, and it'll be cemented down on top and around the sides. And then down here with this little tiny edge right here. See, I don't know if you can tell. Let's see if you can tell. See this edge? That's what I put that for. That's going to go like that. And then what happens is the keyboard and mouse will sit, and they won't be able to fall off of this thing. So that's the plan anyway. So I'm gonna make sure I use this. I had laying around. I don't even know what I was using it for, but I had it laying around, and so yeah, that's it. So I'm going to let's see if I can get a better angle on this so you can see what I'm doing. No, it's pretty. I am going to cement this. If you don't have one of these, it's a great thing to have. They're just a chalk marker. It's white. You can see I've already marked this, but you know, it's got like a little paint kind of thing. You just stick it on like that. It works really, really well. So I'm just going to mark the corners of this, where the corners are. And then, now I know exactly where to start putting the contact cement on. So I'm over on my bench right now mixing it up, or I'm not mixing it up, but just getting it opened up. So now I've got contact cement. Remember, I'm using this stuff right here. And I'm going to go get myself a paintbrush. I buy these paintbrushes on Amazon. I can buy like 100 of them for 15 bucks, or I don't know, something like that anyway. But they're these, I call them disposable paintbrushes. They're these guys here. They're really cheap. I use them for one-time deals. So remember, it goes on, and then I have to wait 20 minutes, so I'll set my alarm at 20 minutes. So I'll just put this stuff on, scoop it out here, get it on here. I've used this stuff before, and what you don't want to do is you don't want it on too thick, because then it takes longer to dry and set up and stick down. So I just put enough on to cover it, make sure that it looks wet, and then we gotta wait 20 minutes for it to get done. So this will make a really nice base for my keyboard and mouse. It doubles as a mouse pad. You can just put your mouse on it, and it works just like a regular mouse pad. So you don't need a mouse pad when you have something like this on top of it. sometimes I think I spend too much time on this kind of stuff. I'm a builder, not a doer. Like this car over here, it's a '69 Camaro. I would rather work on it than drive it. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody out there, if you're the same kind of way, but that's what I like to do. And so my pleasure comes from building, not doing, you know, although I do like to ride my bike, so I'll get that. So anyway, okay, so we've got this done. That one's done. You can see I'm moving pretty quickly here, so I'm gonna just set this off to the side over here, like that. Oh, don't touch it. All right, so that's gonna go on here, and now I'm just gonna do the same thing on here. This should go faster because it doesn't have that absorbent. And remember, this was the piece that you saw me glue on there. So now I'm actually gonna glue over the top of it. And this is the ridge that's gonna hold my mouse and keyboard from falling off the pad. All right, so let's get this going here. Remember, you don't want to put it on really, really thick. You want to just spread it around just so that it's completely covered, but not big liquids, blotches everywhere. Get this covered. I always do that. I got my hand full of contact cement. All right, that should be about enough, I think. You can buy this any place. I mean, by the way, I don't have any sponsors or anything like that. I just do this so you can kind of see how I do things, and I've been doing this, you know, do it myself stuff. I like to do things myself. A lot of people pay people to do stuff. I pretty much do everything myself. I mean, everything. Like I gotta fix a toilet that's running intermittently, and so I found that what's causing that is probably either the thing at the bottom. What do you call that thing? That little, they usually come in like a orangish, reddish thing. That the stopper? I don't know what it's called. Anyway, so I'm done. That's gonna go in the trash. Paintbrush goes in the trash. Turn the cover on. Get a towel, and I will set my timer for 20 minutes and be back after 20 minutes. All right, 20 minutes is over, and now, how the heck did this work? All right, so let's do this. Guess what I'm going to do? That was on there. So I'm going to turn this a little bit like this. I'm going to start at this end, just like this. That is there, and that is there. Okay. All right. I'm just going to roll this on. As I go along, roll it on and flatten it out with my hand as I go along here. actually is working pretty good. All right. Wow. That that is on there. Put a crease right here. I don't know if you can see that. See, that's going to hold the keyboard in place. So let me just work this down with my hands, okay? All right, perfect. All right. So now that's done. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it now so that cut this here. Cut all the way up to about there. Okay, so that now that goes in there. And this one, same thing on the other side. That. This I'll just cut off. That. And that. And then when I glue that on, so these are a little long. This one's almost right. I'm just gonna cut a hair of this off. Okay, so that fits under there. Oh, it's a little bit too much. Take one more slice off of this thing. No, I think I had it before, but that's okay. Garbage. Okay, that looks good. This one. This off here. Doesn't have to be exact because it's wrapping around underneath there. Okay. That takes care of that. Now, what do I do here? Okay, this is going to go down. On this side, oh, I've got this here too. Hello. Hang on. I've decided that I'm gonna try to make sure that there's a nice, that gets a good bond right there. So I'm putting these clamps along this edge that's gonna hold that keyboard in place. So we'll just leave that on for a while, just so that that glue can set up properly right in there. And in the meantime, I'll work on this end back here. So you can see I got like this right here. This is on the back. So actually, should I? You know what? It's easier to just use an X-Acto blade or a blade. there's that. All right, go right along that edge. Oh man, this makes it so much easier. Okay. All right, so this is gonna go that way. Now, how do you do this? I want that all the way under. Well, let me do the easy part first, which is this over here. Let's see. This one right here. Goes under, yep. Now, how far under do I want to go? I could put it all under there, but I don't really need to do that. I'm gonna need a little ways. So what I'm gonna do the other side, which is exactly the same way. But you know what? Before I do that, this side. It's kind of got a seam right there, so it's kind of easy to cut. It's like it goes right along this little edge. Okay. It's a line right here, and you can see that line. It's just like breaking apart, almost like some kind of perforated cardboard or something that has a kind of perforation in it that you're supposed to be able to just break. I bet I could probably even just tear it. I don't know. Let me try. Nah, it doesn't tear along that line, but it easily cuts along the line. Okay, so this is extra. Roll that back up, put it in my shed. All right. So now, this part here, I'm going to put it right here. And then this side here. So I don't need all this. I'll just put this off about here.
Grandpa, your food is amazing.
My grandson, I make oatmeal, but it's got everything in it. First I make kind of like an apple cinnamon in the frying pan. Maybe I'll have to do a video on that one of these days, but I do like an apple cinnamon banana thing in the frying pan with some brown sugar. That's the bad part, but you know, brown sugar makes it taste really good. Honey, put some honey in there and some other stuff, and it just makes it come out really, really good. And then I make the oatmeal in a pan. Okay, this is going to come over there, so I think I'll just cut this the same way. about the same place right here. So now, what do I do about this corner? I'm doing the other side. Okay. So this, I think I'm gonna do the same thing here. This is gonna go under there. This is gonna go like that, and then this is gonna go like that, and then this. So that's in, but this, I don't want this. So this one piece here is gonna go underneath like this. So I'm gonna have to cut this off about right here. I'm going to cut this off right here. That's that. This is going to go. Then I'm going to cut this off right here. This will go under there, and this will go over the top of that and glue to it eventually. This will just get glued. You know what? Yeah, this will get glued like that. This will get glued like that. Okay, so I just got to make a 90-degree cut on this other end to do the same exact thing I just did. So cut that off there. And I'll cut this off. Okay. All right. That's that. All right. Now I'm gonna let it. I think I'll let it set for a bit. Oh, the back side. Yeah. Okay. I think I'm gonna just let it set for a little bit, and then I'm gonna come back in a little bit and do the contact cement on the bottom. I'll flip it upside down, put it on my bench, so that it's easy to wrap that around. And then I am gonna put on, this is the bottom of the shelf I'm making, so let me just put this on here. Now I've got paper all the way around because I don't want it on my bench. This stuff is really gooey and messy. So I'm just going to get it everywhere here. Along the edge of the thing, up this side here. Mainly focusing on the black part right now. Well, I think I'll just go down the side here, so and work my way to the front by my. Okay, so along the edge here, it's going to come up and over. So this piece goes up and over. So I'm going to put this here, put some here. No, it doesn't go on the side. Oh well. Along here, not that much. Same thing here. Go on the front and the top here. Okay. It's going to go around the side. That on there. Put that on there. I think I used this when I did my headliner of my car. It worked pretty good for that too. This stuff is actually pretty good. I mean, I've used it before on different things, and it works pretty well. The thing of it is that you don't want to get it all on there too much. You don't want to get too much on there, because then it doesn't dry properly. You kind of want to make sure that it's not wet all over the place. And it's just got enough on there, just enough to do the job. You don't need to douse it full. More is not good in this case. More is less, as they say. More is less. What makes it work is once it gets dry, for some reason it creates this bond. When it's dry and they touch each other, it just sticks. It just sticks. I don't know why, but it works, which is all I care about. It works. That's down. And then when I get done with this, I will set the my alarm for 20 minutes. Wait 20 minutes. It's a little cool. I'm in Florida and it's a little cool here today. I would say it's in the 50s, so it's not really the optimum time to do this. But in my garage, it's not bad. I mean, I'm out here in a t-shirt and I'm not uncomfortable at all. I'm not cold, so I think it's fine. All right, here we go. So that's it for there. All right, that's gonna go over this. Oh, I did not cut this side. Oh, crap. Okay. All right, well, I can cut that. Oh, I did not do it on the edge of that one. I didn't cut one piece over here. I didn't do it along this edge either. Oh, I did. Okay. Good enough. Okay, this goes in the trash. This is garbage. And rubber mallet in the cap. Little tip. When you put these things on, I always put a paper towel over the top. That didn't work out too good. My phone came off the... because sometimes it splatters up, especially with paint. This is not quite like paint, but you know, it kind of splatters up and goes in your clothes and everywhere else. So, all right, see you in 20 minutes. All right, 20 minutes has passed. So I'm gonna just start in the middle here, and I'm gonna wrap this over the top like this. Just put it down like that. And then I'm just gonna pull, wow, gotta be careful. Pull this tight, tight, tight. Put it down, and it's done. This stuff sticks. This stuff does stick when you do it right. Okay, here we go. Down it goes. All right, that is wrapped around. I pull this over, stick on there, over, pull, over, pull, over, pull, pull. Okay, perfect. Pull, pull, pull. Excellent. Over the top. Stuck. Alright, this. Up. Over the top. Stuck it in. Oh boy, I didn't put some there. Okay, well I can put some there. I don't know what that'll do though. Okay, so this goes over the top. Nope, I didn't put any here. Oh, I didn't put any down there. Okay. That's not gonna, oh, didn't put any here. Okay. Alright. Well, I hope it doesn't matter if it if I put some more on there. I'm gonna have to put some more on. Let it dry again. This can go on. Okay. Remember, this is on the bottom, so it doesn't show. I don't know what happens if you put more on, but we'll find out. Oh wait. Okay, where did I miss? I missed here. Missed here. Missed here. I missed here. And I missed here. Okay. Too much on right there. Okay. That's it. Back on. Top. All right. Clean up. Set the alarm, 20 more minutes. Wait. Okay, 20 minutes from now, be back. And here's my finished product. All nice and neat with a cover on here. Here's the keyboard tray protect, so it doesn't fall off. Shouldn't fall off anyway, but just to make sure that's there. Everything's all stuck down, so let me show you what I was planning and how it's. Here's my Zwift setup, and here's my new tray to hold my keyboard. Should be just within reach if I reach across. And this little spot is going to be for a tablet that I'm going to use for the Zwift companion app. So, yep.